Welcome to start class 7th history chapter number 6, and that is towns, traders and craft persons. So under this 6th chapter we will see about the medieval periods, the towns, development of the regions, traders, development of the region and craft persons of the medieval periods. So what would a traveler visiting a medieval town expect to find? If a person want to visit a medieval city, so what they will expect to find in that city? So this would happen on what kind of a town it was. So it is depend that on what type of medieval city he wanted to visit. If he is going to visit a temple town, either administrative town, commercial town, or what type of town. So the type of town he will visit, the things related to it, he will find their site. In fact, many towns combined several functions. They were administrative center, temple town, as well as center of commercial activities and craft person. And in some cities, so many functions were done combined together, like administrative center, temple town, a temple center means that city might be that city was in the administrative center, means capital of the state, either temple town, or it might be that the city was developed due to the temple, and it might be center of the commercial activities or craft persons. Some of the famous cities during the medieval period were Calcutta, Masulipatam, Madurai, Hampi, Bijapur, Bidar, Virar, Surat, Bombay, Somnath, Ahmedabad, Ajmer, Pushkar, and many more. Now, administrative center. You have read already about the Chola dynasty in chapter number 2. Let's travel in our imagination to Thanjavur. If we will visit the Thanjavur, what we will get their side? Thanjavur was capital of Chola, and it was developed about 1000 years ago. So let us see about Thanjavur. The perennial river Kaveri flow near this beautiful town. Which river flow through Thanjavur? That was Kaveri. One here the bells of the Rajeshwaram temple, and Rajeshwaram temple was very famous their side due to its bell that in the temple so much bells are there, so it was very famous due to bell. It was so large bell, and this temple was built by King Raja Chola. The town people are tall praises for architect, and this town is praised for its architect, means for its engineer, and its engineer was Kanjaramallan Raja Penunthachen. He was the architect and engineer for developing the city, for making the map and plan, who has proudly carved his name on the temple wall, and he has written his name very nicely by carving the stones, carving the rocks, which is fixed as a wall of the temple. And inside of this temple, very big Lord Shiva is there. Beside the Shiv Ling is there. Beside the temple, there are palaces with mandapa. Palaces are there, and along the palaces, in the palaces, mandap are there, or pavilion are there. King hold the court in the pavilion in this mandap, and he issue order also to their subordinate, to their juniors, and either to the public. Then he also barrack for the army. There are also, means barrack for the army were also there under the palace. The town is bursting with the markets. There was much sound. The market was busy due to the sound of selling grain, spices, cloth, and jewelry. There was much sound in the market. Why? Because it was so busy. So much crowd was there. Water was supplied in this town through the well and tank. The Salia weaver of Thanjavur and the nearby town Uraiyar are busy producing cloth for the flag. And Salia weaver from Uraiyar, Salia river from the Uraiyar and Salia river from Thanjavur and Uraiyar. These two people were busy to produce cloth, to make cloth for the flag which was used in the temples. Fine cottons for the king and nobility. Fine cotton for the king and nobility, and raw cotton. Coarse cotton is raw cotton for the masses, for the a lot of people, so huge people. This all the thing was produced by the Salia, by the Thanjavur and Uraiyar's people, by Uraiyar's community. Some distance away at Swami Malai, the sthapatis are sculpture, and some other person like sculpture, the person who make any sculpt or any statue are making exquisite bronze. They were busy to make good bronze idols, statues, and ornament bell metal lamp, and they also made ornamental bell with and metal lamp also. Temple town and pilgrimage center. Next heading. Thanjavur is also an example of temple town. Thanjavur was also famous for the temple. It developed due to temple, and temple town present a very important pattern urbanization, and there were different type of pattern of urbanization in the temple town. The process by which the cities developed. Temples were often centered to the economy and society. In the temple, so much donation was given by the different people, like by the traders, by the king. So it was center of the economy, and it was center of society also. Why? Because different type of people used to visit the temples. Ruler built temple to demonstrate their devotion, and king make the temple to show their devotion, to show their love to the different deities, different god and goddesses. They also grant land and money to the temple for what? So that the ritual of the temples and the pilgrims can eat the food also by this along with the priest. And to give the food to the pilgrims who flock to the temple, who gather to the temple, and sometimes they also made donation. Temple authority use their wealth to finance trade and banking. Temple authorities use the wealth, whatever money they get as a donation, sometimes they used to give this money to the traders and banking. As a large number of the priest, worker, artisan, trader settled near the temple, so many people settled their side to cater to its needs, to complete their need, and to serve to the pilgrims. Suppose 1,000 pilgrims visited to the temple, so who will fulfill the demand of the pilgrims? Who will provide them food? Who will provide them water? So many people started to live near the temples to provide them food and to provide them water and to provide them shelter also, temporary shelter, And in this way, they started to earn so much money, and temple became a reason for the development of the area where it is located. Thus grew Simple Town. And thus grew Temple Town. And in this way, Temple Town was developed. Town emerged around the temples, such as the town which was emerged due to temple. Those were Bhilsa in Madhya Pradesh, Somnath in Gujarat, another some important city like Kanchipuram and Madurai in Tamil Nadu and Tirupati in the Andhra Pradesh. Next para, pilgrimage center also slowly developed into towns and pilgrimage centers. Pilgrimage center means an area where any person related to any religion is located, like Ajmer. The tomb of Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti is located in Ajmer, and so many Muslims visit there to pilgrim. So it is called pilgrimage center. To visit any place with the feeling of the religion, it is called pilgrim. So pilgrimage center also developed. Example is Vrindavan, Tiruvannamalai in Tamil Nadu, Ajmer in Rajasthan. So in Ajmer, so many people from the different religious coexistence means different religions used to visit the Ajmer, the tomb of the Moinuddin Chishti. And the celebrated Sufi, and it is famous for the Sufi saint who settled there in the 12th century and attracted devotees from all creeds, from all the religions. People were attracted to visit the Sufi saint. Near Ajmer is a lake. The lake is very famous. It is Pushkar, which attracted pilgrims from ancient time. And people from ancient time used to visit this area. Which area? That Pushkar lake. A network of a small town. From the 18th century onward, the subcontinent was dotted with the several small towns. And from the 18th century, many small and important towns emerged. These probably emerged from large villages, and this town emerged from the large villages. The large villages became, when the population of large villages increased rapidly, fastly, so these large villages become a town. They usually had a mandapa or mandi, in which nearby villager brought their produce to sell. And in this market, in this mandi, so many farmers or businessmen, traders, villagers came with their produce, whatever they produce at home in their agricultural field. They came their side to sell. They also had a market street called Haat, and they also have a Haat, means a fair where the people used to sell so many things. So in the Haat, so many shops are there in a line. So it is called Haat. We are already familiar with the Haat. It is very famous in the village area. There were streets for the different kinds of artisans such as potters, oil pressers, sugar maker, toddy maker means the toddy maker, which is used to drink, smith, stone maker, etc. While some traders live in the town, some other traders live in town. Other travel from the town to town. Some other people travel from one place to another to sell. Many came from far and near to this town to buy local article, and some people came from very far distance, either local distance, or some people used to come to purchase these all material from nearby area, either some other come from a long distance to purchase local article and to sell local produce also. Places distance and item which they wanted to purchase or sell, that famous items were like horse, salt, camphor, saffron, betel nut, spices, pepper, and many more things. Usually a samanata, that minister, commonly minister and zamindar built a fortified palace. They made a palace where they make a big wall like fort. Fortified means making fort, like red fort. It is a fort. So they made fort around the palaces near this town. Why? And they levied taxes also, and they imposed taxes, and they started to take taxes also from the traders, artisans, and article of the traders. Whatever articles traders have, they started to take taxes from them on the behalf of their item. And sometimes they donated the right, and sometimes they gave the right to collect the taxes to some local temples. Means sometimes Samanata and Zamindar give the authority to collect the tax from the local people to the temple. So the authority person of the temple, like priest, pujari, they were collected taxes from the people, which had been built by themselves or by rich merchant. These rights were recorded in the inscription that have survived this today also. And these rights were given in a recorded item, and it is present also today. And now next heading is traders big and small. You will see in the next